Welcome to the world of Rising Beyond, where future billionaires come to get inspired. Today we are looking at 15 things you should do if you get rich and suddenly find yourself living in a luxurious bubble. It's a place where future billionaires hang out, so if you're looking for some inspiration, this could be the one for you. It's not uncommon for people to inherit a fortune from a deceased relative or win the lottery, but unfortunately, a lot of them lose it as quickly as they get it. That's why it's so important to have a plan. It could mean the difference between being a winner or being a loser. Number 1, don't let anyone know about this. It's your top priority right away after finding out. Shut down the urge to spread the good news to everyone you know, to shout it from the rooftops to your enemies, and burn those bridges with your new money. That's what broken people would do. You're not broke anymore, so privacy is your top priority, and you'll let them know when the time is right. Number 2, pay all your debts. This is the only expense you'll need to make. In fact, it's the only expense you should make at all because it's what's consuming your life. Once the money hits your account, you'll proceed to pay off all the debts you've recorded so far and then stop. You'll feel like money doesn't matter and new debts can be repaid right away. But that's not the case. Pay off your existing debts and don't create any new ones. Number 3, don't quit your job yet. Quitting your job right after you get paid is the first step toward personal bankruptcy in just a few years. We're not programmed to be lazy, even if you're lazy. If you don't go to work, you'll be eating away at your happiness. The satisfaction of telling your boss to F off would be huge for you. Some of you will find that your attitude towards work has changed. The balance of power has changed, because now you have the ability to quit if it comes to that. So keep your job and live your life the same way you've always lived. Number 4, secure the money and let it sit for a while. Once you've deposited the money into your bank account and paid off your immediate debt, let it sit there for a while. It's not just the money you need to think about. Your whole life will be affected by this financial transition. But you'll still be the same person trying to get everything you've ever wanted. The best advice is to not touch the money for 6 months, which may seem like a long time, but it makes a huge difference in how much money will affect your life. Every day you'll be thinking about what to do with the money, and you'll see that in those 6 months, your plans will change drastically. That's why you shouldn't be so quick to act. Number 5, make investment in yourself a priority you need to learn before you spend. If you want to hold on to your money, you need to learn that you haven't built wealth because you don't know how to grow money, and this must change you. You need to become a financially literate person who understands how money works before you can start moving it. Not understanding how money works will make you reckless or allow others to take advantage of you. A fool with his money will soon be parted is a popular saying all over the world. You don't want to be that fool. You have the time now to start investing in yourself. The average person who inherits or wins this much money is not a sophisticated investor. Don't try to be one. We recommend you start with the basics. If you're in this situation right now, the best book that we can recommend is Money Master by Tony Robbins. This book will teach you everything that a normal person needs to know about how to grow wealth throughout their life, even if they don't have a large fortune to start with. This book is highly recommended, and we believe it will be of great value for the next 10 years. Additionally, our friends at Audible have provided us with a second book recommendation for this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Links to the book can be found in the description. Number 6, don't switch financial advisors. If you've inherited a lot of money from a wealthy relative, chances are they had a financial advisor who knew what they were doing. Make sure you know who they were and the services they provided. Advisors usually use referrals and only work with a few select clients. They're expensive because they know their stuff, but the biggest mistake people who inherit a lot of money make is trying to move it to someone else who can quickly dry it out. Number 7, get comfortable but not rich comfortable. Pay off your home, but don't move to a wealthy neighborhood. This is one of the most common mistakes athletes make. They buy a high-priced home that comes with extra long-term costs, such as property tax maintenance. Not only will they spend a lot of money on it, but they've just added another layer of debt to their life. Don't buy a car for every person in your family. Your money is being wasted on a car that's sitting in the driveway. The goal is to improve your life, not completely rebuild it or change it for what you believe your life should be. Number 8, Don't invest in your friend's business or lend them money. Investing in your friend's businesses or lending them money is not recommended. At some point, the information will become public knowledge that you have money that you did not earn, which may lead to some people believing that they are entitled to a portion of it. Everyone will begin to ask you for money that you will never see again. Everyone has new ventures, new projects, and new problems that your money can help to solve. But this money is your security blanket, and putting holes in it makes it unsafe. This is why money can also be a curse. If you give them money, they will lose it, and your relationship will deteriorate if you do not provide it. They may resent you for this, but in the latter case, your children may still be able to attend college. Number 9, do not start a business immediately. We've all dreamed of being the boss, telling people what they should do and looking at other businesses as if I could do it myself. But the reality is that 9 out of 10 businesses fail because you've already exhausted your luck to get the money in the first place. Luck isn't what will make your venture successful. Start small, talking to your financial advisor, and run all your investment decisions through them. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of potential success when you're just starting out, but that illusion will quickly dissipate, and so will the money you put into it. Number 10, prepare for change. The more money you have, the more likely you are to be sued because now people have something to take away from you. People will try to cheat you or use your emotions to get money out of you. Having money is a lot of work. You'd think that money would make life easier, but it doesn't. Even though some problems go away, other more complicated problems come back. If you're suddenly rich or on your way to becoming rich, there's a really useful video we made called 15 Things That Change Once You Get Rich. You can find it by clicking the top right corner. It's a great list of things to expect, and it'll help you be aware of them before you get rich. Number 11, focus on getting healthier. Now that you have money, it's time to enjoy it as much as you can. You can't afford to be a victim of your own mistakes at this point. Start with a comprehensive medical checkup and then focus on taking better care of yourself, paying more attention to your diet and finding ways to improve your overall health. Number 12, the 5% rule. The biggest thing you need to understand is that the money you just received won't last forever unless you're familiar with the 5% rule. Basically, the money you have needs to be invested wisely so it generates an annual return, and if you only spend that return theoretically, your money should last forever. You need to be as close to that as possible. Think of this huge sum of money like a money tree. As long as you care for it, it will bear fruit every year. But don't just cut the tree down like a piece of firewood. That's why we recommended that you master the game early, as well as Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You need to understand money. The 5% rule comes from average investment return. If you are smart about it and have your money invested in an index fund such as the Scottish National Party, SNP, or similar, after adjusting for inflation, you should be able to achieve more than 5% returns annually, assuming you have $5 million in assets. Using the 5% rule, that's $200,000 per year to diversify your portfolio, and you're set. The problem is that once people see the $5 million, they won't stop spending within the 5% rule. The best book to help convince them to change their spending habits is The Millionaire Next Door. It's a phenomenal book that we can't recommend enough. You'll learn more about millionaires and how they grow and hold their money than you would in any business school. Number 13, protect your kids from the money. Not only will your life be changed by the money, but your children's lives will be changed as well. This can be done through trusts where children receive a portion of the money without the original investment being touched. This is how the wealthy become richer and how inherited wealth is created. Number 14, don't cheat on your partner. Once you have money, it's inevitable that people will want to be with you for personal reasons. But the temptation to take advantage of it and make mistakes will be costly. It's important to remember that half of the money should be used to strengthen the family bond, not drive people away. Unfortunately, some people aren't mature enough to consider the impact their decisions will have on their lives and can easily fall into the trap. Number 15, play it safe. Why risk it? You find yourself in this fortunate position where you can provide a lasting benefit to yourself and your family if you play it safe. Don't put your money into risky businesses. Don't try to double your investment in one go. Say thank you and play it safe. The best thing you can do is live your life according to this rule. You'll be well off, the money will grow, and you'll be looked after if you just don't abuse it. Here's a summary of everything you need to know if you receive an inheritance or win a large amount of money. Don't tell anyone about the money. Pay off your debt ASAP. Don't quit your day job right away, no matter how tempting it may be. Let your money stay in your account while you prepare to make you need to be smart enough about this. And do not change the financial advisor. They'll help you plan and organize everything so you can start buying things for yourself and the family. But within reason, friends and family members will start asking for money. But don't give it to them, because it's a lose-lose situation. Don't rush into starting your own business unless you have previous business experience, because your entire life is about to change. You're now a target and need to rethink everything. If you want to enjoy the money, invest in your health and never spend more than the 5% rule allows. So you don't run out of funds, protect your kids by setting up a trust fund and use this opportunity to strengthen the relationship with your partner. Divorces can be really expensive, and both sides usually end up with pretty much nothing after the lawyers finish. So don't be afraid to play it safe. We've covered a lot of cases of people who got it all and ended up with nothing. And we don't want to talk about you in a future video because of that. We're wondering if anyone knows someone who spent a lot of money on a divorce and ended up with almost nothing. We'd love to hear from you in the comments below so our readers can learn from your experience. And if you're watching all the way through, you know you're in for a treat. Number 16, the law of averages is at play. When life throws you such a curveball, be careful because the pendulum swings both ways. The law of averages says that balance should be restored. In Thanos' words, everything should be balance. Remember the word balance because as long as you keep it in your life, you'll be fine. If you have watched until the end, use balance in the comments. To keep this community alive, thank you for visiting us at Rising Beyond. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you'll never miss another video. We've handpicked these videos for you to watch next.